What's up? How's everybody doing, man? How's the sound? How is the sound? Tell me how the sound is. How do I sound? How do I sound? How do I sound? Shout out to Gouch Merlot. Gouch Merlot is in the building. Gouch Merlot.
To the point where we're at least operating from, hey, don't take my word for it. Don't take their word for it. Watch the video from every single angle. I mean, the ICE agent walked away with a hip injury that he might as well have gotten from closing a refrigerator door with his hips. He was not injured. I've seen worse injuries from doing that. And so give me a break. No, he was not ran over. He walked out of there with a hop in his step. And so we just got to get to the point where we're at least operating from, hey, this is like, we're looking at it on the video screen. This is what we're seeing. Can we all see that it wasn't run over? And then, you know, yeah, JD Vance, this concept of absolute immunity is pretty bizarre. Don't take my word for it. Don't take their word for it. Watch the video from every single angle. I mean, the ICE agent walked away with a hip injury that he might as well have gotten from closing a refrigerator door with his hips. He was not injured. I've seen worse injuries from doing that. And so give me a break. No, he was not ran over. He walked out of there with a hop in his step. And so we just got to get to the point where we're at least operating from, hey, this is like, we're looking at it on the video screen. This is what we're seeing. Can we all see that it wasn't run over? And then, you know, yeah, JD Vance, this concept of absolute immunity is pretty bizarre. Don't take my word for it. Don't take their word.
What a pompous jerk. Yo, he's spiraling out of control, man. This guy is spiraling. He is out of control. Yo. Yo. This is crazy.
That are making our community less safe. By the numbers, according to our well-respected Minneapolis Police Chief, Brian O'Hara, there are now more ICE agents in Minnesota than there are police officers, combined Minneapolis Police Force and St. Paul Police Force. So they are outnumbering our own local police officers out on the streets. They have picked up people who are legal, who have passports, who are yelling, I have a passport, I have a passport, look at my phone, I have a passport. And this is just got to stop. That are making our community.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. These people in Minneapolis are nuts. I mean, nuts. Is this the same reporter from 2020? Oh, this is the hotel.
So, Laura, right now we are in downtown Minneapolis. We've been following this protest outside of a hotel where these protesters believe federal agents may be staying. And just in the last few seconds, it appears they're trying to get actually inside this hotel. You can see this ramp that they were all around me a few seconds ago, and now they're up this ramp. I can see a door open to this particular hotel, and you can see and hear how much noise they're actually making right now. Earlier, they were shining lights on some of the windows, truly making as much noise as humanly possible to this point, banging on drums, blowing their whistles, out with their signs as well. This is at least the second hotel they have been to in the downtown Minneapolis area.
Where are the police? Just a simple question. Where are the police? This is not legal. Where are the police? Where on God's green earth are the police? Huh? Where are the police? So they're just going to let these scumbags tear up the city because I shot a Karen. So they're just going to let these scumbags have the city because I shot a Karen. This is insane.
Appearing to be under the belief that agents are staying at the hotels at which they arrive. Now, again, you can hear the drums, but I can't emphasize enough. It was just a few seconds ago, as we're going to get closer to this ramp to see what we can see. Excuse me here. Where you can see the door open. It doesn't seem that they've made much more progress beyond that door opening and a good portion of them actually going in. Now, while there was law enforcement in this area a little bit earlier in the evening, we have not seen any in the last 30 minutes or so to this point, as they are now clearly, it seems to have reached at least one of the doors here, but at the very least, everyone out in the street making as much noise truly as humanly possible. And when you look at the size, it actually isn't the overall biggest that we've seen, but you actually see here they've climbed a ladder of this other little vestibule here on the side, and they're up there observing as well, as you've got apartments around the surrounding area on top of that. So this is a protest that had been marching through the city and through downtown Minneapolis in particular, and this is the latest stop where they've made their move here to just oh, and you know what, I'm going to turn here. You can see the lights that they were shining on the sides of the building here, trying to get into some of the windows with that light, which we saw them doing previously on the other side of the building as well. So,
yo, where the police to y'all, McCoy?
Man, fuck the police. Where's ICE at? Man, come on, man. Like, we need them, like, standing there, posted up every block, you know, just being like, hey, man, we just here to keep the peace. Keep walking. Don't look at me like that, motherfucker. You know, like they need to be out there, you know, punking these people, man. Shit, if Proud Boys weren't, man, see, this is how that's how they pussified America by making Proud Boys. What do they make them, like domestic terrorists or something like that?
Yeah.
So you know, because them dudes. A lot of them dudes, they were just a bunch of knuckleheads who just love to fight. So, you know, they would get the location, you know, it was very similar to what you would see with Antifa, but they just love to rock out, especially if they didn't have to have masks on. So now these liberals got, I mean, whatever. I mean, maybe we don't need people running around here antagonizing them, but I'm just really sick of this it's like this one-sided war, and nobody cares to fight back because just nobody cares. And these people, I don't even know if they care themselves, but this is like the most attention. It's like, now's our time to shine. And you know, they out here doing this.
This is sad, man. This is shout out to Woody M, man. Salute to Woody M, man. This is just sad, man. This is sad. This is sad, man. I think the police, I think what they're doing right now is going to backfire, because listen to this. So they're exposing that law and lawlessness, right, They're exposing lawlessness to the world, right?
Yeah.
Right after everybody was saying the Somalians get away with everything. We need to crack down on the Somalians. Now you got white liberals exposing their lawlessness. And I think Americans are gonna be like, yo, we need to crack down on this shit. And I think that they're gonna America's gonna want to see if they start burning buildings and breaking windows. I think America's gonna want to see a crackdown on this rather than more of it. I think it's a different time. It's a different energy in the country. What do you think about that?
I think you're right. But I also do think that, you know, there are enough people that are like completely sick and tired of being lied to. And because of that, they are going to they want people to see the big picture, and they want people to know that Donald Trump's opening the door for us to be treated the same way white people get treated in Germany and in UK. You know, they're putting they're not going to let people forget that that's what Donald Trump is making people responsible for. So, you know, that means a possible false flag or whatever. But personally with me, I don't know. I've been thinking that things need to change. You know, I'm not sitting here saying that people shouldn't protest or whatever, but you know, I just think that things need to be organized better. Like you can't just let people just tear shit down. At the very least, they can reverse that Proud Boys being domestic terrorists. Well, I guess they can't, since Antifa
Right
now are
now,
domestic terrorists.
right now, you don't want any non-police group coming at these people because that would swing it back the other way. All patriot, whatever the fuck groups, all them groups need to stand down. Let the police handle this. Let the
The
National Guard
police
handle it.
won't handle. Okay, National Guard, yeah.
No, but
Oh,
what I'm saying is by not handling it, it allows Trump to bring people in that can't handle it.
right.
You
Yeah, I
understand what I'm
get
saying?
that. I do get that. Yeah, the National Guard will work, but the National Guard's not going to come until the city starts burning.
Right. You want the city to burn. You
Yeah,
want them to burn city.
yeah,
You want them to show the world. You want them to show, and then look at the way they're lying. All the analysts are lying on TV, and people.
yeah. Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we can all see the we can all see the footage for ourselves. So it's like them telling us that he didn't get hit and all this crazy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
According,
Let me play this.
I know you've done your own analysis of two of the videos, starting with one that's filmed from further away, but seems to show contact between the car and the officer. According to your analysis, because there were questions last night of were any shots fired before the officer made contact or once the officer had made contact with the vehicle. I just want to play you've enhanced a version of the video, which you slowed down, and I want to ask you about it afterwards. So let's look at this. So from your experience, what does that show? What does that slowed down version tell you?
Well, the slow down version is showing me that when the SUV pulls forward, they make contact with the agent in the street, and then immediately following that contact, you hear 3 gunshots follow.
So according to you, you do not hear a shot before contact.
I do not in this particular video. Absolutely not.
And yeah, let's just listen to this again.
How Anderson couldn't come to that conclusion on his own. It was insane. But he doesn't want to come to that conclusion. So he knows. Listen,
No, he can't.
this shit
Yeah, you
is
got to keep that
crazy.
shit alive. Hey, did you
This
see
is-
the body cam? Did you see the body cam from the cop's point of view?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was a cell phone.
No, oh, no, this one was a body cam. Oh, what is the cell phone? Because you know, the dude the dude walked up on her, and then you see the car running towards him whenever he tells her to stop, and then she and so ain't nobody gonna say that she tried to run. You know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of that time where Keisha, son Keisha, she I think she was stealing at like liquor at a liquor store or something like that, and she was trying to leave the scene, and the lawman stepped in front of her, and she just ran right through, and he pop 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 86 dude.
Mm.
And of course, people were mad about that, and I think she was pregnant too. But I'm thinking to myself, man, she's pregnant and she's stealing alcohol. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I remember that we did that. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah,
Sakita,
yeah,
whatever her
yeah,
name
yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah. So this kind of reminds me of the same thing. I'm like,
Yep.
what you think they gonna do?
And he shot that. He shot her too, and they was. Did he get? Hold on. What happened with that guy, man? Was that
I don't know.
Ohio?
I don't think nothing happened to him.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it, man. Because it should be going the court route now, man.
Somebody in the chat said justice for Lesbo Keisha.
Takaya. That was her name, Takaya.
Oh.
Takaya. What's her name? Takaya. Takaya, yeah. She got her shit. She got her shit blown apart, and she was pregnant. Yep, I remember this. Yep, here it is right there.
Yeah.
Let me see if
I don't think
find.
anything happened to the cop.
Let me see. Okay. Let me see if I can. Here you go, right here. I got it. Yeah, we did several videos, several live streams on this. Make sure you support the channel, guys. Take the challenge, man.
I love how Baby Ock made a cameo today.
Yeah, his mother out of town. His mother out of town. You see my background. I'm upstairs. I'm not in the basement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. No, I was like, I must be in the Airbnb.
Yeah, no, I'm upstairs. He been man, I tried to put him to bed at 8. That shit didn't work. He got to bed at 12. And he just woke up.
Hey, man.
Like second I logged on, the second I hit go live, that nigga got up.
Yeah.
I mean, that brother, I don't like calling my son a nigga, man.
I know. I know. Do better, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. He's not even messing with her. He's helping another woman who left her keys in her car. So this is the type of shit that cops do all day. Like, I live next door to a cop. I live. It's a bunch of cops live in my neighborhood, right? They help people all the time. They're not just going around fighting crime. They're responding to 911 dispatchers. 911 dispatchers sends them where they go. Usually, if they don't see a crime in progress, you know what I mean? If you're like, you know what I mean? They're mostly responding to the dispatch. So, so this woman called because she locked her keys in her car. They're helping her. And then that's when the man runs out the store and says, "Stop, thief, stop her.
29-3705 Managua, 3705. A female is hallucinating. Too much of a loss for attend.
I'm telling you, being a cop, that is a glider.
Out of the car.
That is a glider job.
1828.
Get out of the car.
I don't think it's in DNA's. I don't think sons have the DNA to be law enforcement. I think we do,
Listen,
but you know,
listen.
that's
Sometimes he asked her to get out the fucking car.
Out of the car.
7 back in service, 1828.
Get out of the car. Then get out. No, then get out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Look at that shit. Look at he smoked. Look at he shot right through. That's the bullet hole. He smoked her ass. Like, just look at this shit. This cop is standing in front of her car for a long time because we're looking at his body cam. He's standing directly in front of her car. And I know people say, well, why are you standing in front of the car? So you won't go away to stop you. Because most people, when they see a person standing in front of their car, let's just be honest, man. Even between people, citizens, rarely do people just run people over. Like, that shit is not common, dog. If someone stands in your car, look at how protesters get treated. People don't just run over those protesters when they blocking the street. They act like running over people is just normal behavior. People don't do that. People don't just run over people. You may see videos online of that shit, but those are just the exceptions. It's millions of people on the road every day. People don't just run over people on purpose. That's why the cop's standing in front of your car, because he knows 99,000 times out of a billion, whatever, the person is not gonna run him over. Right. They act like people just running cops over every day. That shit is rare. Usually people see the cop in front of the car and they stop. They're like, oh shit, he's standing in front of the car. Let me pull over. Let me get out. You know what I'm saying?
Get out of the car. 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 Shots fired. Shots fired. Stop the car. Stop.
Man, look at that car just rolling.
We're going to have a 34 on.
Yeah, man. Cop was pretty much minding his own business and jumped himself into something that didn't have nothing to do with him. And all of a sudden he got to go to court.
Hey, stop. Hey, out of the car.
Imagine if they just let him go, you know?
Out of the car. Out of the car.
What the heck are you useful? Are you good for if you just let him go?
They said your soul stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out. No, then get out.
Snitching. You heard him snitching? He said, I didn't steal shit the other person did.
Out of the car.
Oh.
Out of the car. 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 They said your soul stuff, do not leave. Get out of the car. Then get out. No, then get out. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
See, how am I supposed to feel bad for this chick? How am I supposed to feel bad for the son woman?
She was gonna run over the cop. If the cop, I mean, she was gonna run him over.
Right. Think about if those were. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, think about if those people were just regular citizens, right? If they were just regular citizens telling her, do not leave. You know, they have no authority. She will run them right over, and it will be their fault for thinking that they have the authority to make
citizens arrest or something.
Yeah, it will be their fault. But this is a whole cop right here, you know? You think he won't shoot you? Get out of here.
I think this is good though. This everyone knows now that you can't, like, nobody can in the future can play dumb.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember on this channel, you were like, there's nowhere to run. The police will find you. They will send helicopters. if the helicopters don't
Yeah.
work, they're gonna show up to your address. They're not gonna stop.
It ain't like they just going, damn, you gotta wait, fuck it.
I know, man. Like, but it's like people just
Down your
think,
grandmother, yeah, they're gonna kick down your grandmother door, man. They're gonna start
yeah,
everywhere you ever like, every address, everywhere you ever like fucking hung out at, they're gonna go put down there looking for you. Like it's like people so short-sighted, you know what I mean? They're so short-sighted, like, you know, I'm gonna get away. I mean, like, what you got a roast in the oven? What you left your oven on or something? Like, what the fuck, man? What, you left your kids home alone? Like, what the fuck going on?
You know what they say? They say you can outrun a cop, but you can't outrun a two-way radio.
I'm telling you, can't outrun a helicopter. You can't outrun. They got what's this shit? Them license plate readers. They can track you throughout the fucking city, man. That shit is crazy, man. This shit is wild. But yeah, let's see what happened to this guy, man. Let's see what happened to this cop, man.
The U.S.
Now, breaking news from NBC4.
A not guilty verdict in the murder trial of a Central Ohio police officer. Connor Grubb was acquitted of 6 charges stemming from the deadly shooting of a pregnant woman. This is video from the courtroom. Family of Takaya Young with emotional outbursts after the 12-person jury's verdict, saying the shooting that led to her death and the death of her unborn baby was justified.
She was stealing alcohol while pregnant. So she was trying to kill the baby anyway, man. And listen, I feel bad for the baby because the baby, I wish they could have saved the baby, but fuck, man. She put that baby in that situation, man. It's fucked up.
A Blendon Township police officer was alerted that Young may have been stealing alcohol, and she did not follow commands from police to get out of her car. Counts for felonious.
Look at that white man. That's a white man. He didn't fucking.
Why couldn't they get a photo of him smiling at the barbecue or something?
Yeah, no, he real white.
You think they couldn't find a mugshot for the lady?
Oh man, she's Takaya, man. Goddamn Takaya with her blonde hair, man.
Assault, murder, and involuntary manslaughter. All not guilty.
We heard from prosecutors in this case just a couple of minutes after the verdict was read here at the Franklin County Courthouse, and they say the jury was able to hear all of the evidence in this case. Obviously, it didn't go the state's way here. They did tell us that Takaya Young's family deserved to have all of the evidence shown here. They were able to hear everything, and the jury, they have to respect the decision that they made here. The prosecutors were from Montgomery County. They were just visiting for this case. They say they did everything they can do. Unfortunately, it just didn't go their way. Hear from them here.
And the family members of Takaya Young and her unborn child deserved to have a jury hear the evidence in this case and make a determination as to whether or not the defendant, the officer in this case, his use of deadly force was justified.
All right, so there we go. We got that. Now back to the regularly scheduled programming, man. Salute to Woody M, man. He says he became a YouTube member, man. Fisherman in the building. What's up, Fisherman? What's going on? Former president.
Former president. I think we still call him president. I think that's so.
What's up, man?
I just watched Indiana beat the absolute dog shit out of Oregon again.
Yeah, man, I saw that. What the hell's going on? Like, I get is Indiana just those people, or is it coaching?
I don't know. I feel like at this point there's something weird going on with it.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. That school, man, they the type of school, I hate to say it, that don't win championships, right? Like, whoever plays them next week is that Miami is gonna beat them. Like, cause like Indiana winning the national championship.
Well, they've never even been.
Yeah, that shit don't even sound right.
Well, I mean,
they haven't won a conference championship since 1945.
They've just been winning by large numbers. You know, that just makes me wonder, like, It's like they're in control of every game, it seems like.
This one says, rioters are now attempting to force their way through the vestibule to the hotel where they believe ICE is staying in downtown Minneapolis. Security forces are becoming overwhelmed. Where's the National Guard? Yeah, man, like, this is embarrassing. If Trump, because one thing about Trump, he's been, fixing a lot of things in the world, and that's great, Venezuela and shit like that. But if this is going on in your homeland, like, you gotta stamp this out, man. You gotta bring the thunder down on these people. Fuck if that Karen just got killed. See, that's kind of what I think is going on. Like, oh shit, we just killed that Karen, so we can't really come down on them because they know these people are going to try to make it real messy and bloody. But fuck them, man. Fuck them people, man.
Yeah, break out the billy clubs.
All these people could be for facial recognition, man.
Need a couple nice big cans of highly pressurized bear mace. That'll get them.
Shout out to Rag Rodriguez, man. He says good morning.
They just want to be loud and obnoxious.
Yeah, they're all low IQ degenerates. None of these people have like real jobs.
No, they don't. They don't. It almost makes me want to justify people getting replaced.
How do they know what's in that water? That water could be acid, it could be bleach.
Piss.
I wouldn't trust these people, man. Piss.
I mean, I personally think they're just on meth.
I don't see a lot of meth.
Maybe other kind. Maybe LSD.
These people are more just losers. They don't look like meth.
Well, yeah, but I still think they got a lot of chemical imbalances going on.
Hey,
like these niggas suffer from schizophrenia and shit.
Hey, you might want to think about covering what's going on in Iran.
No, I heard about that. Yeah. Well,
what's going on? I don't even know what's going on out there. I gotta educate myself.
Khomeini, they're having a revolution, a modern revolution.
The thing is, these people have no plan. They have no idea what they're trying to accomplish. They're just angry for nothing.
Nah, man. Nah. These dudes want to be a bunch of poets and shit.
Look at mask. Oh my God, she wearing a mask. Great. Look at this soft tissue motherfucker right here. Damn.
Seems like a fire hazard. Where's the fire department?
Yeah, this is insane, man. It says ICE officer is just trying to do his job when white liberal woman community leaders harass him and demand to speak to the illegal he has detained. The women get extremely hostile. Why are they putting up with this? Yeah, this is unacceptable. And because he's black, they kind of like feel like he's, like he shouldn't be ICE because he's black.
No, he's here. He's right here.
Oh, don't touch my fucking car. Back up. Don't touch my car.
Don't cuss. But you're not gonna do nothing.
Don't touch my car.
No, you don't do what you fuck you want.
I don't care. Don't touch my car.
This ain't your car. That's her car or his car.
I'm trying to ask if he needs assistance.
Why can't she say something?
What you ask?
But why can't? So what's your badge number? What is your badge number? Let's allow him to say something. Come on, man. Just use a little. Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre?
Don't touch her.
¿Cuál es
I
su nombre?
I will lock your ass up.
No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. For what? ¿Y te ayuda? No, he's here.
I've been saying it for years on here. The women are the downfall.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucking insane. And they're emboldened because America is a very nice place for women. Very nice place for women. It's the best place for women.
I don't understand how sanctuary cities, honestly speaking, I got to educate myself in it. I don't understand how sanctuary cities are allowed in this country. I really don't. I don't get it. If there's federal laws that mandate that, you know what, you can't cross the border illegally, there shouldn't be sanctuary cities saying, yes, you can. It just shouldn't be. I mean, one way or another, pick one. You either can or you can't. But it shouldn't be federal government says no, but you say yes, so you get to usurp the authority of the federal government, and we're still calling ourselves a nation of laws. Well, which laws? It makes no sense.
He's going to apologize for this tomorrow.
That's where I'm coming from.
I was just about to say that. I was like, watch this pussy apologize.
I live in Los Angeles.
You got 30 seconds, Andy. Andy, you got 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Never voted once or was given the offer to vote for or against sanctuary city or state. I think it's a bunch of baloney.
Yeah. I don't blame you for feeling that way, because the American people should have an opportunity to vote on it. You're absolutely right. I didn't even know that was the case, Andy, until you just told me. You understand? How you a sanctuary city just by declaring yourself to be a sanctuary city, but the citizens in the city didn't even vote on it? That doesn't seem to be the American way.
Man.
My God.
I mean, the main problem is that these cities get federal tax dollars. So it's like, if you want to be a sanctuary city, you don't get federal tax dollars. We'll see how you do then.
Yeah, that always works. The money. Man approached a married woman and asked her why she don't got a red ring on. She responded, "I'm on vacation. Why do I need to wear a ring on vacation?" Jesus Christ.
Is she black?
Is that kind of the point of marriage?
Sounds like something Keisha would say.
Yeah, you don't want no leg kick from John Jones, yeah. Lucky you didn't get a motherfucking blood clot.
Hey, whatever happened to Rampage Jackson's son?
Oh yeah, we gotta. If you would have heard something about it, that was a big case. I didn't hear nothing else about it. Yeah,
she just spit on this man.
Spit on him?
Is that a tranny? Oh my God!
Man, that's brutal. That's brutal, man. That's brutal. That deserves an open hand slap.
She would have woke up next week. She's that's these women are nut. These white women are out of control, man.
Facts.
God knows
I've been
what
trying to tell you. I've been saying it for years.
Hey,
they're
fishermen.
They're out of their fucking minds.
Hey, fishermen, is this like some daddy rebellion?
Yeah, it's daddy rebellion. It's I mean, women in general adhere to whoever they perceive as the greatest authority. So like the mainstream greatest authority is, the liberal, whatever you want to call it. So that's where they can feel that the power is there. So that's where they gravitate towards.
Oh, okay. So the who's in power is the most oppressed.
No, who's in power is the most important because that's who can provide them resources.
I heard that women only see three things. They see babies, they see themselves, they see They see babies and they see enemies. Like they're wired to only see three things. That's what I saw something. I wish I'd have saved it.
The biggest of those three is themselves.
I think they recognize where power lies and they align their moral compass with whatever that is.
And that's why I guess that's why they befriend so many trannies.
Yes, I mean, like you see women that live in Islamic countries, they're typically the biggest defenders of Islam, oftentimes, because that's what the power structure is. And what we have now, you know, the liberal mindsets in the universities, it's in the media, it's in Hollywood. That's where the power appears to lie. And so that's what all these women gravitate towards.
Yeah, but babies, when they say they see babies, they're not necessarily talking about babies. They're talking about things that they deem as defenseless. So that's where a lot of the wokeness comes in, because women naturally want to protect things that are deemed as defenseless.
Yeah, and they don't solve problems through violence. So like all these different conflicting ideologies that are manifesting in America, like the racial differences, the religious differences, you know, somebody has to be in charge. And a woman's way of doing that is to try and make all these different conflicting groups get along, and it just doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work like that. That's not the way things work.
Yeah, they value social consensus above all else.
Yeah, I mean, because the alternative to that is violence, and they're not physically equipped to do that.
Right. But they love seeing it though.
Yeah, I think a big reason why women always vote when given the right to vote, they always vote for open borders, because it encourages male competition. That women don't like it when men try to section off pieces of land or government, whatever, what have you, that limits male competition. And so they automatically, subconsciously seek out as much male competition as possible because they want to be able to pick the best suited winner, whoever wins.
And and that's like straight out of that's like the hardware.
Yeah, that's straight up lizard brain, you know, living in squalor and fighting for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, being conquered and traded around. Yeah, they have a natural inclination to hate borders.
Yeah. Hey, you know, real quick, my bad for veering off, but it just reminds me of times when I'm like when I'm in the clouds listening to the Chitlin Circuit, and they're always talking about that gender stuff. And then eventually there's a dude that jumps in there and he's like insulting everybody, talking about how you pull up on them and throw hands and he got gloves, and the women, they laugh. And then when the dude backs down and be like, why are you talking about fighting? Oh, he's scared to throw hands, you know. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, look at him. Coochie
Instigators.
tingling.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta also think about like this too. Like, women just want, you know, what Fisherman said is kind of like a deep way of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know what I mean? But if you just think about it, just on the surface, the modern woman who is like, you know, has a phone in her pocket, you know what I mean? A camera recorder in her pocket, you know, a fucking everything.
Got that bread in her pocket. That bread in her pocket.
State of the art computer in her pocket, who has very little worries, you know, like as far as like a cave woman, because what Fisherman is talking about is operating underneath the surface. That's she doesn't even know she's doing that, right?
Yeah, some primal shit.
Yeah, but also there's also the conscious version of it where it's like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we want more men in the country, because here's the thing. Here's what I said. I said this a few weeks ago. Like, if it was 90% military age, no, not even, it was 90% Instagram model age women coming across the border. These women would shut that shit down in a heartbeat, okay? Protesting that shit. If it was just streams and streams of hot Latinas and big booty Africans and motherfuckers just streaming across the border.
Can we get some Eastern Europeans in there?
Oh yeah, definitely. Eastern Europeans just streaming across the border. They would shut that down instantly. Okay? In Europe, in America, it's 90% of these immigrants are military-aged men. So we have to think about it, man. We have to think about, like, these women would not, they wouldn't even allow 50-50. I don't even think they would allow if it was 50% women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they knew a lot of women were getting all this welfare that were from another country, that would bother them.
And it would be just like, yo, they don't like women. Women don't like each other. And they're jealous of each other. You know what I mean? And they want to get all the attention. It would be, could you imagine if it was like he said, Eastern Europeans, you didn't have to fucking mail order bride an Eastern European. They were just like hanging out in Times Square, like looking for somebody to stay with and shit. Or they were hanging out at the Home Depot. You go to Home Depot and it's fucking 30 Eastern European mail order brides just standing there just looking hungry and shit. Yo, marriages would be ruined.
Crazy.
Yo, marriages would be ruined all over the country. A bunch of hungry, fucking broke Eastern Europeans, bitches just sitting at the fucking Walgreens or the fucking Walmart parking lot all day hanging out. They'd be getting picked up. Motherfuckers would be leaving their wives. Motherfuckers would be hooking up with them and just running away from their families, just leaving their families, man. Come on, man.
That was quite a tangent. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, this conversation kind of answers a lot of questions that are not questions, but just things that I argue for argument's sake. It almost makes me think like I don't even have to talk to women about much anymore. I don't have to have them explain shit because I think I get it now.
Nah, they're gonna explain it and like they're gonna put a bunch of bullshit on it.
Yeah, of course.
They're gonna try to I don't really need it. Yeah. They're not gonna tell you like the truth. But
you have to tell it for them. You have to tell it for them and then let them kind of believe like, yeah, it's true. And then before you know it, they
think about it. Hold on, think about this, right? Say a bunch of chicks like this was just coming into the country, like whatever country she's from. She looks like she may be from Bulgaria, right, or somewhere in Eastern Europe, or even maybe even
one of those vampire countries.
Yeah, maybe even or even Armenia, some shit like that. But like this look right here, this is not uncommon there. Like a lot of them bitches look like this. You know what I mean? Like it's not like she's exceptionally. She's wearing a lot of makeup. But what I'm saying is, she's not exceptional for that part of the world. She's just run of the mill for that part of the world. You know what I'm saying? You got
I would say her chest is in the 99th percentile.
No, I got you. No, I'm not saying that. I'm definitely not saying that I'm talking about her face. Yeah, definitely her face. Like, look at these like Africans coming over, a bunch of these bitches coming over. Like, come on, man. Like,
the men are stealing their seats on the way over.
Yeah, I mean the men are stronger over there. Might equals right, so it's like but like think about it. Like I mean, just streaming across the border. I mean, broke and hungry and looking for a place to stay.
And there's definitely some irony in the fact that a lot of open borders people will argue that it's to help the birth rate. This would help the birth rate.
Yeah, and make sure you sponsor the show.
Yeah.
Sponsor tonight's programming, man.
Those tend to be the Juice Crew people that say that.
Sponsor
I
tonight's
mean, how many
program.
people are not having children because they can't afford it in this market for housing and jobs? You know, there's a lot.
Yeah,
there's
that's
lot
all a
to fix.
ruse. They've created social conditions to lower the birth rate intentionally. It's all a ruse.
Yeah. It's like people always just had kids whenever.
If this was coming across the border, American women would shut that shit down yesterday. Okay, it would have never, ever. Like, can you imagine her sitting?
But by the same
pull up to
token,
the
I'd be the one
fucking
holding immigrants'
Home-
welcome sign. You know.
Yeah, you pull up to the
Jimmy.
Home Depot, and she's looking at you, and you're like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're like, "Damn." She giving you conversation. You're like, "What you doing?" She's like, "Nothing." Like, you wanna what you doing out here? I'm just looking for some place to stay. Like, you wanna come with me? Sure. Like, could you, that would take 30 minutes to get around, and men would just be flying down to the Home Depot.
Down at the beach waiting for the next shipment to come in.
Before you know it, these women are just taking advantage of the men. You know, they coming out here. I don't know. I think a lot of American dudes are simps.
Oh yeah, no, the men would be fine with it though. That's kind of fucked up, right?
It's not even a simp though. What do you mean simp? Like,
No,
you just,
no. I just think that the women will eventually
what's
learn
simping
the
about
ways.
this girl? Yeah,
Not that.
Yeah.
Not that. I'm just talking about eventually when they catch on.
So you telling me? Hold on. So you telling me if I see this girl down at Home Depot and I say, "Hey," and she's like, "Hey," and you're like, "Oh, what's up with you?" Nothing. What's up with you? You're like, and anything that happens after that is simping? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I think the implication is that they would come home and then boss you around and not cook or clean and expect you to do everything.
Hold on, you gotta. I'm going live. Gotta go.
But I want to sit with you.
Oh God! Let me get this.
You gotta accommodate, man.
Just close out of this window.
Yeah. So no, that's right.
It's just research.
It's research. Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone be on their best behavior.
Yeah, it's crazy. Nah, I'm on the headphones. There's nobody here.
You know how it is. The system enters a room and everything changes.
That
All energy changes.
I want this.
No, you're supposed to be in the bed. You need to go to bed.
How? But I really want to stay at my own headphones.
You see how they act when mommy not here? When mommy's here, they in the bed at 8 and 9 or 10 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. This girl's still up. Man, you need to get in the bed. Seriously.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Yeah. It's crazy, man. They treat me like substitute teacher, man. Holy shit. Look at
That's how it goes.
Holy shit is right.
Look at the lack of
That's AI.
Yeah, that's AI.
Yeah, that roar sounded.
They're doing a lot of that.
Yeah, that is AI, but yeah, definitely right.
Boomers watch that like 20 times and think it's the craziest thing they've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is that AI too?
I don't know. What is this? That's a woman. That's a cat.
Is that the chick that was yelling at the cops in Minneapolis?
Yeah, that's the wife, the husband.
I think it was a neighbor.
Fuck, did you see what that Philadelphia sheriff lady had to say?
Oh yeah, let me pull that up. I think.
Does anyone else feel like they've been
Yeah, I think
catfished on that
people would
woman that
enjoy
got
that.
shot? Does anyone else feel like they've been catfished? There was that one photo. Of
1,000%, 1,000%.
Yeah.
But you know,
What
it
do you
only
mean?
takes a woman. A few
There's that
months.
attractive photo of her that
Months.
first came out. I don't know if it's sunset lit or whatever. And then there's what she
Oh,
looks like in
yeah.
the video.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, like that bitch is like out here doing this shit. When you're like, think about what she's been through to fall. She had a husband and 3 kids, and I don't know. I think the husband passed away or something, and now she's hanging out with like some fucking
A lesbian? Yeah. You
fighting
know
with cops and shit in the street. Yo, she's. I wouldn't be surprised if she, lost a lot of weight, fucking mental health. I wouldn't be surprised if she's just spiraling out of control. I mean, you don't just get there overnight. You know what I mean?
Maybe
You
she
don't
had
just
a moment of conscience and was like just racing to get home to her kids.
My ball
She
man
needs
stuff.
to.
You gonna try
Sure.
to open up my car and pull me out, and I ain't got nothing to do with what you're doing? I done took off too.
And I
Oh
ain't
my
got
God.
nothing to do with what you're doing.
She actually said that.
She's part of Ice Watch. She's been blocking them all day. This one's nuts.
Did you see the resignation speech by the DC chief?
Yeah, that's
She was doing like the black pastor. I ain't no ways through or whatever she said.
What city is this one from?
This is Philly. It's Philadelphia. She's not the police chief, but she's the sheriff.
My ball man
Yeah, they're all over the place.
open up my car and pull me out, and I ain't got nothing to do with what you're doing? I done took off too. She took off.
Even if you just spent the previous 5 hours watching them all day, you wouldn't know who he was. You know what I mean? This is not like just some stranger walking up to her car. They've been dealing with each other all day out there in the cold.
Yeah, but this lady's retarded.
Well, that's
Where's her camaraderie with her fellow law enforcement? Sheriff, we're not talking about like some rookie in the force. We're talking about a sheriff who literally has no idea that she's supposed to always be measured and support the law enforcement officer all the time.
Her greater
She doesn't know
allegiance
that.
is to the people that put her where she is, which is the sort of white elite who made sure that she made it to the top of this position through DEI, whether it was practiced by that
And then
name or
this
not. This is how she got
talking about.
Yeah.
If she was in the military,
And then
she
this
might get
nutcase
fragged.
talking about you're going to respect law enforcement. Hell, they don't respect law enforcement. January the 6th, they was trying to kill the law enforcement professionals up there.
ICE was trying to kill
in
so
this racist country.
Time out. So she's saying that ICE was trying to kill law, or she's just saying Republicans. So she's associating those people on January 1st because of their political ideology with ICE because it's happening under Trump. So she's a very low IQ person. She's very low IQ.
There's a narrative that like ICE is Trump's personal army. Like I've seen politicians say shit like that. So it's pretty crazy.
There at the White House, they was trying to kill him. So you talking about respect law enforcement? You should have respect them then on January the 6th. See, he don't even know what he's talking about. But if you bucking for a job and you keep being a handkerchief head Negro, exactly what you're doing, then go ahead and do that.
What's
Go
he
over
saying?
there and. But if you bucking for a job and you keep being a handkerchief head Negro, exactly what you're doing.
No. How can she not get
Call him a
fired?
Negro?
How can she not get fired tomorrow?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you do.
How does she still have a
Philly's
job?
corrupt as shit.
She's untouchable.
No. You know that's too cool corrupt. Because this happened on the internet. That corruption shit only work when you do it behind closed doors. She did this on the internet. How is she not fired tomorrow? That would be
how long ago this happened?
That would be favoritism. That would be racism.
That's
That would be
assuming the
privilege.
corruption is not in the open. I think it's just in the
That would
open.
be privilege. This is privilege. This ain't corruption. This is privilege.
I'd say it's
Then
both.
go ahead and do that. Go over there and get a job over there. And because you're black, he ain't gonna give you one either. So you might as well just stay where you are and just get out of the way with the nonsense.
Lady, you
Because
have a
you
sheriff's
can't
job.
talk about.
There's black people everywhere with jobs, very high positions of power.
She said Trump won't give you a job.
Not real blacks.
That's why this government's so efficient, man. Ain't a lot of what you call it, DEI blacks around. Actually, there's no DEI blacks around in Trump's. Salute to Barry B, man. Barry B is in the building. Everybody, make sure you take the pledge, man. Sponsor tonight's programming. Sponsor the show, man. Put 10, 15, 20, 30, 100, 200. Put something on it, man. We got former President Fishman in the building. We got Jimmy Fields. We got TRS. We got KB. KB, I forgot to put you on the poll, man. You wasn't gonna win anyway, though. You wasn't gonna win anyway.
I don't participate in politics.
Okay.
This was the year of the hot black wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salute to Dre Wood, man. Dre Wood says she's not low IQ. She's very particular with her words to influence communities. Yeah,
She
but
can be
this
both.
This is unhinged, though. This is unhinged. This is so much privilege. Like, if you think about one of these statements, if they were reversed racially, like if a white person had said these words, just one of her statements. You know what I'm saying? Let's just pretend there's the black president, right? Let's pretend this is Obama, right?
Up all masked up. You're gonna try to open up my car and pull me out, and I ain't got nothing to do with what you're doing. I'd have took off too. She took off because she was scared. And then this nutcase talking about you're going to respect law enforcement. Hell, they don't respect law enforcement. January the 6th, they was trying to kill the law enforcement professionals up there at the White House.
What law enforcement
They didn't do a very good
No,
job.
none of them died.
Respect them
But a
then.
lot of them
On
committed
January the 6th.
suicide
See,
for whatever
you know what
reason.
he's talking about. But if you bucking for a job and you keep putting a handkerchief head Negro, exactly what you're doing, then go ahead and do that.
Jesus Christ. I don't want to read the comments. I want to see what people are
Does
saying.
she even have a press con? Is there anybody there to ask her questions or anything like that, or is she just making a statement?
Oh no.
Well, at these press conferences and Democratic places, they don't ask any questions.
That's
She
so.
seems to be
It's
taking
like
hits.
listening to Jasmine Crockett every day. Oh shoot.
Also, Philly had to come out and said, let me be clear. Well, the Philadelphia Police Department, Commissioner Kevin J. Bethel said Philadelphia Police is policed by the Philadelphia Police Department, not Philadelphia Sheriff's Office. The Philadelphia Police Department is the city's primary law enforcement agency. Our officers are responsible for citywide patrol, criminal investigations, emergency response, and the enforcement of state and local laws. I serve as police commissioner by appointment by the mayor of Philadelphia and operate within the city's executive structure. The Philadelphia Sheriff's Office is a separate entity led by an elected official, currently Sheriff Rochelle Bilal, with a mission that includes court security, the service of legal process, prisoner transport, fugitive apprehension, and sheriff's sales. It does not police the city of Philadelphia, conduct criminal investigations, nor does it in any way direct municipal policing. The Philadelphia Police Department will continue to work professionally with all of our law enforcement partners, but clear lines of authority and accurate public representation of those roles are essential to maintaining public trust and effective public safety. So basically, they're saying, bitch, you just transporting prisoners, and even that's too much for her. Fugitive apprehension, court security, like, yeah, she's still in over her head.
She's gonna like let him do a jailbreak or let him escape from the truck.
They've had plenty of those in Philadelphia. Plenty high-profile ones of those in Philadelphia. Damn, she's a nut. That was nutty, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. That was embarrassing. And the fact that she still got a job is even more embarrassing, man. How does she still have a job?
Oh, well, I guess we do know why, like KB said.
I mean, like, even with all of that, right? Even with all of that, like, it's almost like she's begging to get fired.
Seems like the fatigue just ain't that strong enough.
I don't think so. I think it's cluelessness. I just think it's pure cluelessness and entitlement. They've been bulletproof for so long that they can walk around and say this kind of shit.
Well, yeah, we know that, but the fact of people should be tired of it by now.
I mean, her whole chain of command and the people that she serves are all like her or close to being like her. So there's really not like a huge power structure in and around her that can put her down.
But let's be honest, right? Like, if she's the sheriff, right? She bypassed probably 1,000 male candidates, right? And some of those male candidates are on the sheriff's, department, right? And those people don't respect her. Those people are, some of those men, career police officers, been on the force for years and years, are pissed that this bitch got the job. And it's an elected position too, so they could run for it and everything. The people elected her. She wasn't elected by the brass. The people elected her. The people put her in office. Philadelphia, 50% black. It's insane, man. It's insane that she was elected by the people. She was not appointed. She won an election. It's insane.
With them, if any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide. Nobody will wish you off. You don't want this smoke, because we will bring it to you. And the fake, whatever they call them, because I can't say the name, but the criminal in the White House would not be able to keep you from going to jail. Renee Good should be.
What does she mean?
And to her family,
she wants to lock up ICE
law enforcement
agents.
Professionals are not the ones here in this city that would do that.
Now, normally when I play a clip like that, I give a little commentary and then I ask you to call me. I only have two 3-word responses to the Philadelphia sheriff, Rochelle Bilal. 3 words. Oh, my Lord is the first one. And the second 3-word response, good luck, Philadelphia.
Yeah, she won the election, so the people put her in there.
She won, and the really sad part is it was a beauty contest.
Yeah, exactly. Philadelphia. She's a Philly 7.
Good afternoon. I'm Rochelle Bilal, the sheriff for the city and county of Philadelphia. And I say her name.
Damn, Uncle Philly 7?
Renee Good.
Yeah.
Renee Good.
Philly got it bad.
Renee Good.
Why are they doing this? This is so strange.
So
Let
creepy.
me know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said?
Oh,
no law enforcement professional wears a mask.
She's a simple.
None.
That's a lie.
None. Those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crime, thank God for our district attorney, Larry Krasner, who said he's going to lock them up. And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you're getting arrested there. No whisk away. for them to hide you. None of that here. None of that here. Law enforcement professionals do not shoot at moving vehicles. I'm not saying fleeing because she wasn't fleeing. She was getting out of the way. Law enforcement professionals do not stand in front of moving vehicles invoking an action that is illegal. No,
she was rushing to get away from her abusive husband.
And so we stand here today with all those who stand against the made up, fake, what you can call ICE, professional law enforcement. I don't call them none of that. I call them made up, fake, wannabe law enforcement. Because what they do is against not only legal law, but the moral law. So I'm with the DA, and we will work with them. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide. Nobody will wish you off. You don't want this smoke, because we will bring it to you. And the fake, whatever they call them, because I can't say the name, but the criminal in the White House would not be able to keep you from going to jail. Renee Good should be here today. And to her family, we are saying law enforcement professionals are not the ones here in this city that would do that.
Her family is at fault.
The last thing that I will say. Law enforcement professionals around the country do their job. And we have been fighting for years to build that bridge between us and our communities. You have one negative nutcase that causes this problem, and now we all have to fight again to let people know law enforcement works with communities. These crimes would not be down if we didn't have communities work with us.
Jesus Christ. Bear.
Cut their funding. That's all you got to do. These cities get hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars from federal budgets every year. Cut their funding. Tell them suck my dick. See what happens.
Dude, Philly would somehow even get worse.
Oh, it would get much worse.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, they would fire her tomorrow though. If she got that cutting funding cut. They would definitely fire her. They would give her the axe.
So I like being out in the community. The one thing you cannot do is put me in an office and tell me I have to sit there. I ran for this position to have a platform to do something different. And so we're doing something different.
To do something
and I'm kind of glad it's catching on because now everybody is doing something different. And that's good because it helps the whole city out. So
when did she get elected?
Is very important to what we do.
Tune in every Saturday at 8:30 a.m. to listen to Sharon.
When I voted for her, she had a lot more hair.
Yo.
She got herself a wig.
This is insanity. This is insanity, my G. Oh yeah, I wanted to play this other one. Let's see. What the fuck is that, Canada?
Is there any sort of work being done to you with the airlines in order to get flights actually on time or not delayed as much? Just curious if there's any work happening there.
Yes. So we've seen almost a doubling in terms of improvement on-time performance since last year. That is a reflection of all the work that we've done across the ecosystem together with our partner airlines, with agencies, reducing processing time, reducing wait.
Holy shit.
The feminization of society.
As I arrived at church yesterday, I noticed that there was something going on just a block and a half from the church. And so I grabbed my whistles because we're used to doing that.
Grabbed my whistles.
Went down to see what was going on, and I realized it was an ICE raid, and there were many, many protesters. So I joined the protesting, and before I knew it, I saw ICE agents circling a young woman who appeared to be Hispanic. And so I approached her, and we were at that point chanting, "We are not afraid. We are not afraid. Go out of our state. We are not afraid." And I said to this ICE agent, "Take me. Stop harassing her. Take me."
He's
The
afraid we'll
agent
check his
came,
hard
got in
drive.
my face, pointed a gun at me, and said, "Are you afraid now?" To which I said, "I am not afraid." The next thing I knew, they were putting handcuffs on me, and they put me in the back of an SUV.
Video or
They
it didn't
came back
happen.
3 times, and they asked me if I was afraid yet. To which I replied, "Hell no, I'm not afraid of you, and I'm never going to be afraid of you." The third time when they came back, they asked for my identification. They asked for my cell phone. I asked them if I was under arrest. They didn't
He asked him to
answer.
tighten the handcuffs.
And then they said to me, "Well, you're white. You won't be any fun anyway. You can get out of the car." I was astounded to experience and see such blatant racism and the effects that this is having on our
This
community.
is like the most made up shit I've heard in a while.
I'm telling you.
He really went all in on the
Like this is like some skit in a Netflix show.
He's a man of the cloth.
This is a Netflix documentary on the news.
Wow. It was one thing that I wanted to show you earlier. I think I saved it. Yeah. Please tell me I saved it. Yeah, here we go.
Let me ask you, have you spoken to any people, or can you speak to anybody that's marching right now and ask them what it is that they're marching about?
Yeah. Excuse me. Can you tell us, what are you here marching for?
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, my ears are ringing a lot, so I don't know if I'll hear perfectly. But yeah, I'm just here because I think it's absolutely disgusting what ICE is doing here. I think it's absolutely abhorrent that they're kidnapping people. I'm disgusted that they murdered an innocent human being. And yeah, the entire thing just absolutely abhors me. This has to stop immediately. What what we're seeing right now is frankly an ethnic cleansing. It's disgusting.
Hey, Garrett.
And it needs to stop. And I'm
Oh,
glad that
what?
there's so many people out here trying
God,
to stop this.
dog,
It's
these
just
people.
together to stop this.
Does he have a concern that the woman was driving her car at an officer? Does it concern this individual?
When you saw this video that is out, did you have any concern that it looked like this woman may have been driving her vehicle at the officer?
That's not what it looked like to me at all. And I mean, even if you did assume that was the case, which it absolutely is not, we are supposed to train officers to be responsible in these situations and judge the situation objectively, look at it reasonably.
He did.
There just absolutely is no justification for this. But again, looking at the video from both angles, I know that there was another clip that came out earlier today from a different angle. You can very clearly tell that she is evacuating the scene. There is absolutely no evidence that there's any attempt to drive the vehicle into the officers.
Garrett, last question. What should we do with people that don't obey our laws and come into the country illegally?
What do you think we should do with people that have come into the country illegally who are here, is the question.
I think they have the right to be here, frankly. I mean, that's just my
Oh my
opinion,
God.
but I think they have the
There's
right
no
to be here. I think that's
no
just
borders on stolen land.
He's a communist.
freedom of movement. We recognize that in the United Nations Charter. That, in my opinion, is just a fundamental human right that all nations ought to recognize. And I'm glad that
He'll be the
some people
first
are
one on
standing
the
up for that
wall.
basic human right.
We should have a couple of Haitians stay at his house.
It's a minute twice. I just found it fell in a bag. Someone was handing out free stuff. So
He'll be the first one in a grape circle.
Yeah, I just don't understand how these people, how their brain works such that all the other shit that goes on day to day, they don't respond at all. And then when they're told to respond to these particular events, they're just ready to go and their brain doesn't register how stupid they look.
It's NPC behavior.
Yeah, that's true though. Like about the tragedies that we cover just on this channel on a nightly basis, like I mean, just awful things. They could give a shit about any of that. In fact, if the person's black, they could give a shit. They might care if it's a white quote suspect. If it's a person of color suspect, they're like actively working towards like keeping them from the law.
I think it just has something to do with homosexuality. Like, you remember when we were listening to that your show, and it was like the white boys from the 70s, and they were talking about how they were excited about joining the Klan because they can beat up a bunch of gay people. It's like, see, that's what happened, man. You let them people that were getting beat up, they won, and now they're in Minneapolis. Oh my God, I can't believe Jesse Ventura is such a God. What, he must be compromised. He must be, I don't know.
Look at this lady.
They're all compromised.
Ma'am, step out of the car right now.
Okay. I'm sorry, officer. I'll get out of my car and follow lawful orders. Hands up. I'm out.
Ma'am, step out.
That's all it would take.
I think you could make the argument that she was a domestic terrorist impeding federal law enforcement. Almost
it's good precedent. It's good precedent. It allows you to say that the other ones are doing this stuff. Is like Trump has a mandate, right? Because right now to go in there and stamp this out, but this right here is Democrat bullshit that catches contagion, right? Like they're looking for any reason to feel justified in all the shit they do. Let's just say all the shit that the Democrats do, from voter fraud to stealing shit to trying to assassinate political rivals. They think that this puts Trump in the Republicans as the face of negativity and violence, puts it on their back where instead of on liberals' back. But they don't understand too that like people are tired of this shit. People are not going to respond to closing down the fucking freeway and shit the way they did before. And we're not getting a big response, counter protest now, which is good, but people are not going to respond in at the ballot box or anywhere else. They don't want to see like just rampant crime now. They're over that. People are over that. 2020 is such a bad reputation right now. But yeah, I want to see these people break down some windows. I want to see them burn some buildings. I think that's only good for conservatives. People are seeking order. People are running up. People are independently going to Somali daycare centers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's the problem then, Huck. It was a white, like, glider liberal woman. Like, if it had been a Sun lady, yeah, you might have some burning buildings.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but they're still working it. Like the mainstream media is working this case. I agree with you that the people aren't feeling it with the same energy that they felt if it was a black woman.
Yeah. These women weren't meant to be martyrs. That's more the role for like a felon drug addict. That's more your martyr type.
Yeah, she did not think she was in danger.
She was just, look at her. She's just so happy to be there. She's so happy to be disruptive.
And get her points too. To get her, she's gonna be a badass in her little circle.
Yep.
She's gonna be like hot shit. Yeah, she stood up to the fucking cops.
She was like, I was so boss.
Yeah. Look at this shit. Oh my God.
If I continually see you following us, interfering with us,
honking your horn, blocking our cars, you have a very high probability of making a really bad decision and being arrested today, okay?
I think I'm making exactly
I'm not.
the right decision. Oh, then why are you giving her a warning?
I'm giving her a warning to not interfere with what we're doing, to not make a bad decision today and ruin your life.
Well, bad
Okay,
decisions.
thank
That's
you.
funny coming from you.
Okay, alrighty. Thank you. Have a good day.
I hope you have a terrible day.
Okay, thank you.
Demons.
Hold on. Watch out, it's slippery. Yeah, there's a lot of ice around here. Just so you know, if we continue to have you follow us, okay, have fun. Don't make a bad decision today.
What is illegal is stopping people unconstitutionally.
Don't interfere.
It's pretty interesting, though.
It's hard, man.
They should have one day a year like the Purge, where law can just go nuts on these people.
Yeah, well, everybody
Beat 'em
can
up
go
down.
nuts on 'em.
So I mean, I'm just walking around kind of just days-eyed because I was like, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. It feels kind of wrong being here in some way. I don't know why.
And why do you think? Yeah.
I don't know.
She found her reason to cry today.
Where that stems from. Like I mean, part of it is being like a white woman that I'm privileged and I have a lot of privilege.
Oh, Jesus. They never
So I
learn.
feel like white tears are not always something that's helpful or necessary.
This is some sick, twisted shit.
She's talking 2015 shit.
Yeah.
White tears
Like
are
she hates herself.
Yeah.
You thought that was over, the white tears thing? That just wasn't pertinent to anything. There was no. It's always in the tool belt. This was the perfect time to pull it out. It wasn't no other time to talk about that. Now you got a white woman dead and people mourning her, so she's got to make sure that she lets people know that, like, yeah, I still like remember when JD Fred said, time for white people to stop apologizing for being white, and all the black people came on and said, when have they ever done that? White people never apologize for being white. Well,
and then Aki made us go back and watch all that, the Summer of Floyd. Oh, that was so humiliating.
she's literally apologizing for being white, like literally, like not like kind of, sort of. This is an apology for being white.
So I mean, I'm just walking around.
Yeah, it's almost entirely women that do this.
I was like, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. It feels kind of wrong being here. in some way.
Emotional.
I don't know why.
Why do you think? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Like where that stems from. Like I mean, part of it is being like a white woman that I'm privileged and I have a lot of privilege. So I feel like white tears are not always something that's helpful or necessary. And black and brown people have been experiencing this for a long time.
When are they ever necessary?
So I don't know if that makes
Zero
any sense
pushback.
in that way.
How did you decide that you should be here? Or are you still figuring that out?
Well, I work like 2 miles from here, so driving by
At the cat shelter.
I don't, it's like I'm here. I'm 2 miles. I can stop. So I mean, I'm just walking around, kind of just days-eyed, because I was like, I don't know if it's the right thing to do. It feels kind of wrong.
She got herself on a camera.
I don't know why.
That's gotta make her feel better
Why do you think,
about
I
all
don't
that's
know.
happening.
I don't know. Like,
Someone's listening to her. Someone's asking her what she
where
thinks.
that
That's very
stems
important for her.
Like I mean, part of it is being like a white woman that
In a sense, it's about her right now.
I'm privileged and I have a lot of privilege.
Imagine that.
I feel like white tears are not.
It's the
always
privilege to
something
talking
helpful or
to talk of your
necessary,
privilege. She loved it.
Yeah, she should be like, go interview one of the brown people. I'm not worthy.
But no, there's murders, rapes, all sorts of stuff going on in all these countries that these people are coming from, and in her own area, because it's turned into a shithole. She doesn't shed a fucking tear for any of that shit. It's so
I'm here.
Delusional. This is just the tyrannical feminine trying to impose its will on everybody. It's pathological empathy.
I don't know if it's the right thing to do. It feels kind of
It's suicidal.
in some way. I don't know why.
White women just breed chaos. Women just breed chaos. That's just how it's always been throughout history.
Where that stems from. Like I mean, part of it is being like a white
Smash
woman.
on the reporter lady, though.
I'm privileged and I have a lot of privilege.
God, I just hate her voice. That kind of shaking, wavering,
I just
whimpering
hate-
voice.
I hate
helpful
that.
or necessary when Black and brown people have been experiencing this for a long time.
Oh
This
my
isn't new.
God.
And
So it's
You
like
better
you
not
hear
leave
this,
this on loop.
in that way.
so you hear this chick talk, and then if me being a son, man, I say something she don't like, man, she'll be quick to say, "You need to learn your place."
Yeah, she'll call you a coon. They're
She'll
both.
call you an Uncle Coon.
Look at this man walking down the street. He had just got an argument with his girlfriend. Look at this woman. What's with this woman?
Give her a job
right now, man.
She could work for ICE, driving like that. Sign her up.
Look at this guy.
Hey, so I'm not trying to be rude at all, but Say Her Name is specifically reserved for Black women.
Thank you, gay black guy.
That chant started as a direct result, and I remember because I was an
They invented
organizer at the time. It started in the early days of the Black Lives Matter protests.
They invented Say Her
Trayvon
Name.
Martin early days, when Black
There's a sun
women
invention for
were
you.
also being victimized to police brutality, like Sandra Bland, like Rakia Boyd. Oh my God, the list is endless. They were
You
not
only
getting the
could come
same
up with
coverage
two.
as Black men and boys who are also being victimized. That's
Couldn't
not to
even
say
come
that
up
they are
with
not
Breonna
important,
Taylor.
just to say that the Black girls and the Black women were completely ignored. Hence, Say Her Name. While I understand the severity of what just transpired, it is also important to recognize that that does not mean that you should co-opt other people's movements. Black women own that for a very good reason. Rest in peace to Renee, but Say Her Name is not reserved for white women. Respect.
The
Again,
gatekeeping is insane.
I love this. They just eat themselves. They really can't help but to eat themselves because they're so ravenous. Like that was unnecessary. He didn't have to. He didn't have to say this. Like,
and he can't even get a trademark on it.
yeah, he could have just been like, you know what, I'm a Democrat and I'm sad that this white woman got killed. He had to like make it all racial and ugly and complex and shit.
Yeah, because it's not about common ground or anything. These white women that subscribe to this shit, they're just pawns and they don't even realize it. Like that dude, he's basically saying, look, you're a slave, white women, know your role.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely shepherding them, herding them, gathering them as they would call it. You know what I mean? And he's not supposed to be able to do that because they're white and they have privilege. Because he at the same time he's going to tell them that they have privilege. You know what I mean? At the same time, it's like they got you boxed in. Listen to this white bitch.
So a woman just got shot in the fucking face. Not only was she shot in the fucking face, trying to first.
She got 2 black baby daddies. I'm calling it right now. 2 at least 2 black baby daddies.
So a woman just got shot in the fucking face. Not only was she shot in the fucking
And
face.
a black eye.
First of all, if any man tries to reach into my car, I'm driving the fuck away. First of all. Second of all, the most agitating part about all of this, our dumb, stupid ass, fucking orange ass, retarded ass fucking president is up on there like, oh, she was trying to run him over. This can't be happening! This can't
This is a psychotic break.
And people wonder why I cut off family members for fucking
Man,
riding
dude.
this fucking retarded ass agency, dude.
See,
Anyone
this makes
with a
me.
brain
Deport this lady immediately.
This makes me want to see them.
Nobody got run over, and we have a president.
This makes me want to see her in a grape
Even
circle
more propaganda. This whole entire administration is literally
by a bunch of Somalis
a propaganda.
or any kind of Muslim.
I cannot believe this. And you fucking dumb Trumpy ass bitches are gonna eat that shit the fuck up. And they're gonna go kill 100 more. While you sit there and say, oh, were they legal though?
100 more white
Were
ladies?
they?
Get the fuck out of this
Were
fucking
they?
country, bro. Dead ass. I don't care.
Bitch didn't leave.
Right now, we should be going crazy.
I think she just needs a hug.
No, you're just crazy.
No, she needs a fist to the face. I mean, there's so many. It don't matter. It don't matter like what part of the country you're in either. Like I'm in the deep South, and those women like her are fucking everywhere.
Right.
There's like a trad wife, and then there's a trad cunt. I think we found her. The C
I
word.
just don't see how importing people from these countries. Like I saw somebody today online, they were like, white people in the future, the next generations are going to look at this generation of white people as treasonous. Because, I mean, you imported millions of people. I mean, these people, these IQ levels are so low that even with like migration, you can have every position front facing position held by a African or whatever, or immigrant, and you'll still need a few whites and Jews behind the scenes to make sure everything runs properly. You know what I mean? Like you just can't. They can't operate the system. They can't do it. Look at these IQs. We're talking about like, yo, some of these, like, look, 28. Look, I just want you to see the table, right? The gray the gray is in the 20s, in the 40s. The light yellow orangish is in the 50s. Look at this shit.
You also have the last 50 years of African independence.
Look at
Also,
a couple countries that are competent.
Also, what comes with this
generous.
IQ are just completely different standards for, hygiene and morality and everything else that comes from their
Morality.
culture.
I think morality is the big one because hygiene, that's a blower when people have bad hygiene and
Well, if they have low
bad
morality, you
disposal
can count
of
on
waste.
you can count on them not taking care of their hygiene. You don't want some low morals guy making your food.
But the morality is where it's like, yo, like there would be no appreciation. Like these people, their IQs are so low that they can't even like appreciate, you know what I mean, America. So they're gonna definitely destroy it because they're not like some immigrants who are like, yo, I'm glad to be here. These people can't do that. They can't. Not that they don't want to, they can't fully appreciate it. Because people will say, oh, well, in your country, people are waiting and shit, you know what I mean? And fucking there's no running water to no light. And you would think that, oh yeah, well, they would come here and appreciate it. They can't. They don't have it.
They don't have the aversion to that. They don't have the aversion to shitting in the street to be able to appreciate not having to do that.
They can only access things, carnal thoughts, right? How does this affect me? how does whatever situation affect me? They can't think about other people. They don't have the 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 ability to see how situations and events and actions affect other people. So you can't appreciate things then because like it's like this is like the cargo. What's those people? The cargo what's those people that the packages
cargo cults?
Yeah, this is like a country cult, right? It's like they just got a free country and welfare and daycare centers that just give them money. They see it the same way the cargo cult people see it.
You're talking about objectivity.
Okay.
They lack objectivity completely.
Yeah, and it's not their fault. Like, if you look at these IQs, it's not their fault.
It works for their environment, I guess.
They're going to be what they are.
Yeah, they just are. That's what they are. Whether their environment or whatever. Like, because a lot of these people have been displaced. Like let's be honest, man. Like, we don't know if these people were here 2,000 years ago. They could have been driven here from another place. But so they could have evolved in a different climate. What I'm saying is they are that way, right? And white people imported millions of them into all of their countries. When they didn't
and we bombed their countries.
It's crazy, man. Insane. Insane.
You'd think the money would make up for that, but I guess not.
Jesus Christ. Look at these IQs. Look at that. 45.
Jesus.
45.
What's the highest?
Look at this. Gambia is completely encircled by a country that has a 25 point higher.
Senegal's fucking living good.
They got a 25 point higher IQ than a country that's fully engulfed. Like, all of their borders are in Senegal, and they still have a 25 point less IQ than Senegal. That must be a tribe. This must be a certain tribe right here that lives right here. Or people that share same genetic history. This country must be just one tribe.
How do you have any social services in a country where 45 is your average IQ? How do you have any?
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
They don't. That's what I was going. I'm going to show you
that.
Have
conflict.
Let me show you this. Yeah, because they wouldn't have created that though. Like, the idea of that is not something that, like to create like 911 or paramedics. You don't need paramedics right now, right? Like, think about it. Like, right now, I don't need a paramedic, right? Right now, I don't need 911. So why would I create 911? I don't need it right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how they
Fascinating.
think.
Frontal lobe shit.
Yeah, that's how they think. Like, literally, that's how they think. Like, literally. Like, I'm not even trying to be hyperbolic. That's literally how they think.
I went to Nigeria for the first time this past December, and not to be dramatic, but that trip changed my life and my perspective on so many different things. And now I understand why every time Nigerian independence comes around and us in the States, we're so pumped up throwing parties. Oh my God, Nigerian independence, doing photo shoots, wearing green, white, green. And people back home in Nigeria are upset with us and they're like, why are you celebrating? And you won't understand until you go there and see that there's quite literally nothing to celebrate about Nigeria. Poverty is insane. People can't afford basic health care. If there's an emergency, you don't have 911 to come and help you. Like, there's so many things that needs to be done in Nigeria. If you get sick or if you get injured in Nigeria and you don't have money, it's quite literally a death sentence. Even if you do have the money, it can still be a death sentence.
She said, if you get sick, think about it. Now, I want you to think about this, right? 77% of black doctors in America are Nigerian, right? But if you get sick in Nigeria, it's a death sentence. That's insane.
Back.
Basic healthcare. If there's an emergency, you don't have 911 to come and help you. Like, there's so many things that needs to be done in Nigeria. If you get sick or if you get injured in Nigeria and you don't have money, it's quite literally a death sentence. Even if you do have the money, it can still be a death sentence for you. We had to rush my sister to the hospital because when she was getting out of the shower in the village, it fell on her and all the glass pierced her skin. And we took her to the hospital, and when we got there, the sight was so disheartening. What I saw made me so emotional because there are so many people there that were just laying around unattended to. The fact of the matter is, if you're there and you don't have money, you will die. You can be bleeding out in that hospital, and if they ask you for your payment card and you don't have it, they will watch you die. Thankfully, my family was privileged enough to have money to, help my sister, and she was stable at this point. But seeing other people laying there not being attended to was so sad. For one, the hospital only had one blood pressure cuff, and it was cloth. They used it on someone and now wanted to put on my sister. My sister said, no, I'm okay. I don't want you to put that on me. Two, in that whole emergency unit, there was only one nurse there. One nurse. Three, my family had to go and buy Band-Aids for the hospital because the hospital did not have Band-Aids.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I heard
you
that.
could have left that part out.
Yo, they told me, like, I remember when I was in Africa, they was telling me, this was a long time ago, but I'm sure it's still the same now, that like in jail, like your family has, and I'm not talking about prison, but in jail, like your family has to bring food to the jail for you to eat. Like if your family doesn't bring food, they got like this gruel thing. It's like, it's just like broth or something that they'll feed you 3 times a day if your family don't bring food down to the jail to feed you. It's insane over there.
Treating my sister, and the nurse said, can you go buy plaster? A hospital doesn't have the proper equipment to take care of the patients there. As a recent graduate from nursing school, this made me so sad because I believe that everyone deserves proper health care. And I just think it's a basic human right that everyone deserves to be treated, whether you have money or not. Your health is the most important thing. And that just motivated me to, start a GoFundMe to raise money for this hospital, at least to start seeing the change that I want to see, because Nigeria is more than just dancing and jollof rice and Afrobeats. Like, we need to tackle the bigger issue at hand, the poverty, the lack of healthcare. It's so bad. We need to stop associating Nigeria with just vibes on vibes on vibes. Go there for a good time, spend your money, come back every December. Like, there's so much more to Nigeria than just vibes. So the link will be in my bio to donate money to this hospital, get some supplies for the hospital.
That's crazy. GoFundMe.
And where do you think these supplies come from? It's like all of this stuff that they have over there has been imported by Europe and Asia. They're not creating any of this stuff on their own. So when the supply dries up, as it is going to do as these European Western civilizations collapse, then so will Africa.
And they get gouged too. When you don't create stuff, you get gouged. When you don't make things, you get gouged. But if you go to a store in Nigeria and like say buy a bag of Band-Aids, like say that shit costs like $5 American. Like a pack of like, let's say 20 Band-Aids, something costs like $5 American. And over there it's gonna be like 25 American dollars. And then when you do the exchange rate, you're paying like fucking $1 million of their money for a fucking pack of Band-Aids.
Well, the fucked up part is Nigeria is just like rich with oil and all sorts of natural resources, but it doesn't help the people at all.
I mean, they don't know what the hell any of that means.
Yeah.
Well, like a dozen of them do.
Well, it's not visible too. Like think about it. Like it's think about that, right? They only collectively. There are some over there. There's individuals over there that can cognate, but collectively, the will of the people doesn't even know that that's there because you can't see it. You can't see magnesium. You can't see fucking uranium. You can't see it. So it's just they live carnally. Their existence is carnal. You know what I mean?
Even gold. I mean, it took the gliders for them to see any value in gold. In the air.
Yeah, all this shit like, look, there's a Mercedes Benz over there, and oh look, he's got a plasma TV in his hut and all this shit, and it's like that's not them raising their standard of living. That's a facade.
Yeah, you can see those things. Why do you think black people wear their wealth? Why do you think like tennis shoes, having expensive tennis shoes and expensive things that you can see?
Because they were dumb.
Yeah.
Or like when these sons take pictures with stacks of money in their hands. Stacks.
Yeah,
Like
nobody carries cash anymore but sons, because sons, you have to be able to see it. Credit, insurance, things like that. Black people are gonna struggle with. You know what I mean? Things that when the money becomes what is it called?
Digital.
Inflated.
Not digital, but when it becomes
inflation.
No, I just had the word, not the word. What's the
Based.
word? With A. It becomes
Theoretical cashless.
When the money becomes
abstract.
When the money becomes abstract, you notice no black people have insurance, even car insurance. Very few black people have car insurance. You'd be surprised how few black people, like especially in the hood, have car insurance.
No, I wouldn't.
None have life insurance. You know what I mean? Whenever there's a product, whenever a black person buys a product, they ask, "Do you want a warranty on it?" They don't say no. None of them have homeowners insurance. Some places they force you, like if you live near a river, like we do, they force you to get flood insurance, so we have to get that. But there's no. But other than the kind where you have to get it, black people rarely get insurance because you can't see it. It's abstract now. Insurance is abstract. It's in the future.
Intangible.
It's something that you may need at a certain time. You're paying for something that you may need. You don't need it now. And then credit is your money not in a cash form. So it's like black people all are notoriously have bad credit. Like, it's like a joke. Every stand-up comedian has to do like black people got bad credit. You know what I'm saying?
I just thought that was because they didn't pay their bills.
Yeah, you don't pay our bills because it's like
conceptual issues.
No, the bill, like you have the thing. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's a conceptual issue itself.
I owe on. You mean I owe on the thing I already have? I already have it though. Yeah, but
Yeah, why am I going to this other building that has nothing to do with my actual house where the water comes out?
Yeah.
Why am I giving somebody I don't know money that's in a building that's 20 miles away that's supposed to be responsible for my water? My water's at my house in a pipe.
Because of Jews.
So let me get this right. You woke up, got dressed, brushed your teeth, and said, "Let me go outside, find some ICE agents, and let me go obstruct some laws, and let me go act like I'm fucking Superwoman."
Is this that same?
Beat up
Is
ICE
this that
agents.
same fag that's
And
always on
go
TikTok?
block the road with my car when I see ICE
Yeah,
agents
of course
and
it
don't let
is.
them out.
Makeup
And then
wearing,
try to run over them when they
metrosexual having ass. Man, these people make me sick.
can beat up ICE agents. And let me go block the road with my car when I see ICE agents and don't let them out. And then try to run over them when they come at me. And now I'm unalived. When I wake up in the morning, I don't wake up in the morning looking for ICE agents. I really don't. So I'm just trying to understand why the fuck y'all liberals just won't leave these people alone. They not coming after y'all. They not messing with y'all. All they doing is doing their job. And y'all think y'all can whoop their ass. Y'all think y'all can
Well,
run
that
y'all
was
cars into
that
their
was a
vehicles.
twist.
We didn't seen it all last year, bro. Y'all have threw rocks at these people. Y'all have went to their hotels. Y'all have been literally harassing the ICE agents since the time Trump got in office, bro. And now, look at this, another incident. When is y'all gonna learn that you cannot fight the police, especially ICE agents?
Damn, a black dude said it.
That's on you.
I was way off. I thought this dude
Get
was
back,
somebody else.
and you think you freaking
He does seem pretty
second
creepy, but
fucking immigrant.
Yeah, I know. I
And you
swear
go
I
out
thought
there
he
with
was
your
some
car
other dude.
trying to hit people, the ICE
Some other
agents,
dude that
and
be
think
wearing makeup
and
and
then
shit.
when you get shot, everybody in the world, all the liberals and shit,
They
gonna
had the
cry.
same
Oh my
speech
God, they
impediment.
did this, they did no. I tell people just like I tell the black people, leave police alone. They ask you to do something, just do it. Even if you feel like you didn't do nothing wrong, just do it. It's simple as that.
Yeah, this
But
guy
y'all
could be
liberals
president.
get up every day thinking y'all about to go outside and whoop on ICE agents and ram y'all cars into them. And then when shit like this happen, y'all crying. They've been whooping y'all asses all last year because
Fuck.
brother speaking sense.
The Republicans could run him in the hood. Just comply. What's the big deal?
Man, that boy would be talking about standing for Israel so quick if the Republicans pick him up.
What is Ben Carson talking about?
I thought he was dead.
Ben Carson?
I thought he was dead, yeah.
Really?
No, I don't know. I thought he was.
Ben Carson? Oh, God. This shit.
That should do totally.
That's a woman too. Oh yeah, this dude, this guy right here, he gave two.
Step back. He hit a vehicle. Get back and
She just punched him. Threw her hand on him.
Step back. He hit a vehicle.
You know what I think too is happening here too with a lot of black people? Because in 2020, all throughout the teens, right? We saw how the white liberals rolled for us so hard, right? They rolled for us hard. Let's be honest, man. If you were a part of this channel, we covered it extensively.
Hell yeah.
A lot of those protests were 90% white people. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of looting. The looting is different. So the looting happens later on in the day. The protesting happens, as dusk on into the night, and then the looting begins. It's not like a tandem, right? 90% of the protesters were white in most of these major cities, right? And of course, you guys know I've been to a lot of these things as an observer. Well, my lady, she's an observer, but I was with her, just watching her back. I've been to a lot of these things. I've been to a lot of these type of things back in the teens, early teens. And I can tell you just from being there, it's mostly white people on both sides, right? So you got the, whatever side is against all the Antifas, like all Antifas white. But as far as just the groups, as far as the other groups, there's multiple groups there. It's not just, it don't just be Antifa there, but these groups are all white. And there's very few black people at these things. So when black people saw white people riding for us all, so hard, it's kind of like, you feel special. You feel like, oh, it's something about you, right? Let's be honest. You can easily think like, oh, it's me. It's something about me. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when a girl, like say it's a girl that you're in high school and it's some girl, and she seems real nice, but she's quiet. You talk to her for a little bit. You talk to her on the phone for about a month. You break through. You finally get a kiss. Then you get some, ass or something. Then you start dating her a little bit. And then, you find out another dude's like blowing her back out too. And you're like, damn, I thought it was me. I thought I was special. You know what I mean? You find this girl's like half the, she's fucked like half the football team and shit. And you're like, it makes you feel bad because you thought you were special. You know what I mean? You thought it was something about you.
Yeah,
that made her,
sucks.
like that. And then you realize, no, it's no, you're just, it's just, you're just like anybody else. You're no different than anybody else. And I think that's what Black people are going through right now, where it's like, damn, look how hard these white liberals are riding for these people. We thought they fucked with us because we were Black and our Blackness, and it was our, the struggle we had in the country. And these motherfuckers that do this shit for anybody. And I think a lot of Black people are getting offended by that subconsciously. You know what I mean?
Feeling left
because
behind.
yeah, they're just like, yeah, like damn, like y'all do this for anybody? Like anybody can smash on the first date?
Man has been arrested and is facing multiple charges of inappropriate sexual conduct with minors. And the Claremont County Sheriff's Office says that he was in the country illegally. Christian Nunez Guzman has been charged with 1 count of rape and 1 count of gross sexual imposition. Deputies say on January 1st, they were contacted by Cincinnati Children's about a juvenile who reported the abuse. Investigators say the next day, Guzman was arrested. He's being held on a $350,000 bond. The Claremont County Sheriff's Office says that he is a native and citizen from Mexico. They say that he was previously deported from the United States in 2012. Man has been.
See the comments. Somali gangs ran sex ring in 3 states. How do you know I'm Somali?
It will look like Yakub.
Jeez. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, people, I think the mainstream media fools you into thinking that the majority of Americans aren't for all this shit. But we got to remember, too, that, like, mainstream media is full of shit. And most Americans are for this shit. Most Americans support what's going on. Okay, here we go. Is this?
The Department of Homeland Security is saying these were Border Patrol agents. It is important to reiterate that the Border Patrol usually only is allowed to operate within 100 miles of the U.S.-Mexico border. Okay, Portland is more than 100 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border.
These are not Border Patrol. These are ICE agents, you whore. She said Border Patrol.
Minnesota's pretty close to the border, too.
She knows what she's doing.
That's true. True indeed.
What are they doing? Well, CBP, Customs and Border Patrol, has been deployed all across this country. They were here in Washington, D.C. They were, in fact, in Chicago. They were in Portland, and we need to confirm. I don't know if they were in Minneapolis, Minnesota right now. We know ICE was.
Hold on one second.
Agents. Last point I'll make is I think they were sent.
There's the border, which is the physical border, and then there's the concept of maintaining your border, which is something you have to do throughout your country. You have to take the people who illegally cross your border, wherever they are, and return them back over the border. It's not literally they have to stand within 100 yards or 100 miles of the actual physical border. That's retarded. Oh, they crossed. They're at mile 101. I can't retrieve them. It's just a dumb grasp.
They're supposed to keep people safe. And all we have,
Alicia,
is more and more people who are not safe right now.
I don't feel safe. I don't think the people across this country feel safe seeing this chaotic news. And I think a lot of folks thought that this would never happen to them. that this was something that maybe it would affect the immigrant community, but not
She's
Americans. An
fear-mongering.
American citizen is dead right now. A white woman in America was shot by ICE. I gotta say it like that.
Look
Maybe
at
that'll
it.
shake some
Look
people.
at
What happens to one of us
man.
happens to all of us at the
Yeah,
top.
exactly. Exactly, you dumb bitch.
Hey.
Don't nobody give a shit.
Hey, I'm Sunny. What's your name?
She's just mad
Nice
she's
to meet
bald.
you.
Sure, what you doing?
Yeah,
Why you got my hand?
Because I thought you was cute.
You look good too.
Thank
do
you.
360? Turn around. Grab that motherfucker.
What?
Grab that motherfucker.
I guess.
Oh, shit.
Holding random guys' hands in public to get their
That shit
reaction.
with a black
Hey,
dude. She got more
I'm
than
Sunny.
spot.
What's your name?
John, how you?
Nice to meet you.
Sure, what you doing? Why you got my hand?
Because I thought you was cute.
You look good too.
Thank
do
you.
360? Turn around. Grab that motherfucker.
What?
You're not doing ladies in
I guess.
Oh, shit.
Holding random guys' hands.
He could not resist.
Salute to him, man. He slapped the shit out that motherfucker. Yeah, salute to him, man. Thank you, my friend. Oh shit. The next Netflix movie will be really good. Shit. Oh yeah, they stealing money out of the they stealing money out of the, you like that, right? Like it's money right there. Like why not just take it?
Stuff.
Yeah, like, why not? Like
They should set up a wishing well in front of their house. Just people come by and throw money in it.
Good, man.
Hey, Ak, I just posted a video this morning you might want to check out.
You got the back chat?
It's in the back chat.
Sponsor the show, guys. Hit the like button, man. Sponsor the show, man. Yeah, man. Support the channel, man. PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Support the channel. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the goddamn. I forgot to put the.
Take the chat down. There you go.
Yeah, see that. Yeah. All right, here we go. Here we go. Jimmy Fields, man.
There's no getting around it. This has been a devastating week for the white race. In Wisconsin, which is 78% white, 18-year-old Nikita Kassup, a white former student of the month with perfect attendance at his high school, has pled guilty to the double homicide of his white mother and, thankfully, white stepfather, whom the young lad shot and killed to attain money. According to his manifesto, featuring the catchy title Accelerate the Collapse, the money was to be used in his plan to overthrow the U.S. government, kill the president, and at last, save the white race from Jewish-controlled politicians. Now, that's a tall order for even a young white go-getter like Nikita, who planned to pull it off with the stolen $14,000 in cash and jewelry and his recently deceased stepfather's SUV. He might have gotten away with it, too, if he hadn't been pulled over for a traffic stop in Kansas. Remember, if you're going to save the white race, you gotta keep your tags current. Also this week, we lost a premier practitioner of that peak whiteness form of athletic recreation. No, not lawn darts or ice fishing. Wingsuit flying. 32-year-old American Brendan Weinstein, seen here in happier times, took an illegal jump from South Africa's iconic 1,000-foot Table Mountain summit, reaching over 120 miles per hour. The adrenaline junkie screamed as he failed to pull up in time and crashed headfirst into a popular trail as families watched in horror. More than 50 hikers on the mountain were left traumatized and desperately in need of a dry cleaners. With our shining example of white excellence, a pink smear on a hillside, and a savior of our race in jail, the year is off to a very sad start. It's a tough year for white folk, man. There's no getting around it. This has been a devastating week for the white race. In Wisconsin, which is 78% white, 18-year-old Nikita Kasub,
That's funny,
white.
man. That's funny, man.
It's hard, man.
He
He was going to save us. He was going to kill Trump, get rid of all the Jews controlling our politicians, and he got caught.
Yeah,
We're doomed.
but if he wanted to kill Charlie Kirk, he somehow would have magically got through. Huh? But how long did it take you to do that, to make the video?
That one was like a day. That one did.
You gotta be able to, you gotta get your production time down to like at least an hour. Or two.
Yeah, I need to look into some software that, you know, I mean, I'm using different software for every aspect of it, for recording it, for cutting it, for doing the graphics. There's probably software packages that do all that shit that would speed the shit up. I mean, most of my time is spent putting files into different, you know, different software so I can do what I need to do.
When I edited videos, I used Adobe Premiere. I thought that was effective.
That's probably something you pay for. Everything I have is just shit I downloaded. I'm using OpenShot and what is the Audacity, and I'm using Paint for my graphics. That's how low budget I am. Microsoft Paint.
Wow.
Canva.
Yeah, whatever works for you, man. But yeah, man, that shit is hilarious, man. Any final thoughts, man?
Hey, shout out to you, Ock.
Yeah, thanks, Ock.
You know, it's both sides are looking at this this death, and each side has their own point of view. One side sees it as just the overreach of fascism, you know, murdering an innocent civilian. The other side sees it as radicalized leftist violence coming home to roost. And it's possible that this is just a case of two dumb bitches. I mean, it might not be either one. It's just two dumb bitches. Now, there's a lot of ladies in the world, and some of them are dumb, and these two found each other, and this is the result. It could just be that simple. It's just two dumb bitches thinking they can, you know, fuck with the cops and fuck with the immigration officers and block the street and tell people where to get off and film everybody. That's just dumb.
Yeah.
Well, according to the Philadelphia sheriff, there'll be 100 more glider ladies gone by next week.
Jeez.
On the subways.
Well, we'll be back tomorrow, man, to see what's going on. What's new developments. Same black time, same black channel.
Thanks.